is not easy. Life is difficult if you are alone, rejected even by relatives. You become destitute when you are an orphan or a widow, ejected from the land you live on. Land management in Uganda has now become a major source of conflict in the community. Those who came yesterday want to own land, and even refugees, by revised law, can now own land in Uganda. In the north of the country, the situation is acute. The prolonged military strife that lasted 20 years caused displacement. Apart from the poverty and severe cultural stress, the return of people from camps to their ancestral land, the northern population is divided on their land management system. There are now serious land ownership conflicts with new land claimants.
In particular has been contextualized by rampant land wrangle, which unfortunately showed up after the return of the community from the IDP camps. The 20 years war in the north had a lot of impacts on the lives of the people. It had really vandalized the livelihoods. It had actually shattered the social network, the social arrangement of the community.
A breakdown in society. There must be an institution that is going to rebuild this society. Somebody, somewhere must do it if this region has to return to the mainstream development pattern of this country.
My name is Kenneth Odu. I'm the founder and executive director of Children's Chance International. CCI was actually started way back in 2008, in around April, with the focus young people who really want to see a change in the lives of their community. Children's Chance International work to create a supportive environment for children, youth and women in the post-conflict region of northern Uganda. Of course, we focus on about 3 key groups. Those are women, children and youth. At least we want to have the generation that matters in our country. We work in different areas: education, livelihood support, youth economic empowerment. Also we support health, some bit of health, where we have HIV/AIDS prevention and responses. We also work in the areas of water, hygiene and sanitation. And we have a very specific focus in menstrual hygiene management.
That remains the larger focus of Children's Chance International. But today, the most serious objective is about gender and human rights. The small courts used to handle land issues. The court system still works.
I am a retired government civil servant. I retired in December 2015 after working with the Lira local government for 30 years. So the Council of Bar felt it good to again drop me back to come and help on the LCC court. Actually, we are 5 in number. We have 2 women and 3 men. In a week, we sit on Monday and Friday for court hearings. And it's only on Wednesday that we go out for land dispute inspection of land. On Wednesdays, we go out for land inspection. As regards the local council 3 court, our judicial powers embraces civil matters or civil cases only, and we are accountable to the Chief Magistrate's Court or the District Court of Lira.
But today, the courts need a new approach. The right to own land has become crucial in northern Uganda. Although the Constitution of Uganda empowers clans to own land, in the system of community land ownership, there is now a new land tenure system being carried out differently. This has caused land management conflicts. A combination of formal and informal justice system has to be used. It has become clear that in the area of land ownership in the north, the court justice system can greatly be helped by informal justice system where a group of elders becomes paramount.
My name is Odero John. I'm from this sub-county called Bar sub-county. Few years past, the Children's Change International came to this sub-county to support us. First, by giving us training on laws, on land rights and human rights. We found that by the time we were not trained, we had a lot of challenges in our court.
The day we started court hearing, Mr. Menmax was there with some of this committee, calls them human rights volunteers. These people are also 5 in number.
We trained those who were supposed to help me on the ground to handle some of these cases of land disputes. So we trained what we were calling human rights volunteers. This project was being implemented in 4 sub-counties of Lira, Bar, Agali, and Ngeta. And their role on the ground was to receive cases of land disputes and, where possible, mediate these cases.
The issue regarding land is not easy. So once such a case comes in, normally we register the case, we hear from the complainant, and then from the defendant. We bring in witnesses, normally a minimum of 3 for the complainant, and on the other side 3. After hearing from the witnesses, we go for land inspection. There, we do a big mobilization, bringing in categories of people. What we do first is to go and make the inspection of the land, map the land, that is, take the size of the land, inclusively the neighboring people who share the border. We put their names down, say, yes, this is my garden. The other one, this is my garden. And even put in some big trees, even antlers we put in place for the mapping. We go back and sit with the community and exhaust everything completely, by also taking statements of everybody. Coming back, still, we still invite some few individuals from the village. We still invite them to our court here. For the last part of it, thereafter, we pass out a judgment. After taking the reading, we would request the loser, if you are not satisfied with this court decision or court ruling or court judgment, you have 14 days ahead of you to make an appeal to the district court.
The cases we are handling, we are using the mediation system of case.
Not too long ago, the Chief Justice was in Lira. He was referring that day as being an open court day. I did attend it. Now, mediation is already compulsory. It's compulsory, even at the district court, referring any civil matter. So mediation is actually making us go on very, very smoothly, because first of all, it saves time. You meet less expenses, and it creates friendship. So we are basically now taking mediation as something very important. Children's Chance International is a good organization because Mark is somebody who is busy. He talks what he means. He doesn't lie.
So mediation turned out to be the most effective approach to conflict resolution. And it is the methodology which I've been using for the last 2 years, and it has actually helped me so much to have the impact of the project on the ground.
Apio Stella of Bar Sub-County, a total orphan, has a lot of problems right from the death of her parents. They left her on ancestral land.
Anya Apio Stella. Anna Berberry pick up all.
But because my father had 2 wives, my stepmother and my other brothers started forcing me to leave the land. They said I had no right over land culturally. I went up to Ngeta Sub-County and approached the culture leaders, who proved to be useless until I went to CCI and met a man called Ameni who helped me to solve the problem. The land was divided up through the intervention of the CCA. I got 2 pieces of land, from which I sold off 1 piece for myself, elsewhere where I now live comfortably.
Atibino what? Aka ngata chala ameny Mike. Tibino kuver kere jogo malanger. Aka tu gene bino wakanya. Topa kulobo. Karamo pa kulobo. Topa ka megena nango topa. Anu binu pa kulobo ria. Eta anda tibinu ya ko pasi anda wel lobo na ngon ngar kan. Eto warwa be kara shel kere je pasi gere tie. Aya lobo na shela na tibinu rwenye ko pe wel lobo ni. Atido adon kere lobo shel. Amo beri yella men Mike. Men ni konya. Pieni nu bon enu do ngono. Ando mege na kara shel kere chi pa na sha nu do riema gino ko. Jaga do pe ye ngono, jaga te hada do pe ye na hakopa.
Grace Ogwang Ober Akoroliba has a different case. She is married, first of all, to a disabled husband. Somebody eloped her daughter in 2015.
An Olwani Grace Ogwang. Anatia kwa Yober Akoroliba. Mwaha tutumia rio para beach.
I searched for my daughter and found her with a man who was keeping her for nothing. When I finally found her in a man's house, they accepted to give me a gift for searching for the girl and promised to turn marriage. They came for introduction, but they did not come back for marriage.
Adang utai chunya ni yindong daki wanu nyoma. Da tawo ko bina joni ota birango nyako yonge amorao adong petemede.
Betty Alobo is a widow living in Telela village. She has 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl.
Anya loni Betty Alobo. Abedo village amoloni ayomet Telela parish. Ana beru dahota atikel tina ngwen awebetia dek kenya hachel ikala mechwalta.
When my husband died in 2007, I faced a lot of problems from my mother-in-law about the land which my late husband left behind. First, I had to report the case of disturbance to the clan, who failed to solve it. When my mother-in-law continued disturbing me, I proceeded and reported to the sub-county office called Ngeta here. I found a man called Amni Max of CCI there. He asked me about my clan and he realized that I belonged to the same clan. He told the officials of the sub-county that he would rather solve the case with clan leaders. So he took discussions with the elders of the clan and my mother-in-law, who seemed to have accepted reconciliation with me, which was photographed by Ameni himself. I thought that I was at the end, but when my mother-in-law's other son died a year later, the old woman brought the widow of her son to claim my land over here. I again went to the sub-county about the issue, but the sub-county officials had photographs of reconciliation left behind by Ameni there and dismissed the case. They told my mother-in-law that the case would go to CPS if she continued. Fearing to be arrested, she came back and apologized to me and accepted the case as concluded.
Mani mati do te kwayo ke shabora ni ati me ke cha ende duogo e bino wa kada ber mot na da hata jallo gira ata ti me do ke sha kala mati me ke cha te duogo pa kan wode doctor bino ta wode ditere kala wode cha ta en doctor kelu chi wode cha ri ho wor ko cha ni dog en bin dog ma en lo na tura kana chel yen do kala me en o kelu chi wode ni te wor sub county te no ngani Amen maxama tiubor kere jo CCI do we report ko kunu kere chale amen no en bero mako amen nyurni copy re do tom ko chon don kes ni jota riemo ko igomola kunu amen chani mi ni mati da do luor mi do we ha do gerati abero da gonya
chana maneni ya don teacher ma wara to you.
What we came here to do is it was about the land issue. I grew up in a family of 5 children. My mother died in 2003. My father, I did not see him. I grew up in my brother's hand, our firstborn. I was just from home on January. So up to today, I'm staying in somebody's place. My brother and a wife, it's not easy for me to stay with them because my brother, I heard them or I found them talking about bad words on me.
We are here today because we come to see the land which there is a dispute in it between Among Lucy and his brother Ayori James. They started bringing their complaint since I was not even a chairman. They struggled to stop this thing or to negotiate together with the local council one. They didn't understand well and they proceed to the local council too. After there, they went to the sub-county local council 3 court. Now, today we come to see the land together with local council 1 members and others. We are very many here today to advise them and to divide for them a land which there is a dispute in it. They satisfied with what we have told them. They agreed and the land is divided to them. They accept.
Ina jara te no pe ngeyo nga na te ri onwa ti ngut ngo ma ti ma we yini dong be te na be ati mi ke cha ko kar be da ba ko
wa ta ko ma te ngai du ko ja te ngut te na bo we gino ka to do ida yin.
Nobody is worrying about anything else. They are together now. They are reconciled. They are together. Even they have started drinking together. They are feeding together to starting today, going upwards. They understand? We go to the land and divide that land into 5 pieces. There are 5 children who are living in that land together. 3 are women, 2 are boys. As you are seeing here, this land starting from there going that way. The other side is going that way, where you're seeing that houses and all those trees. Even this plantation of cassava here was for another person, for a brother, one of their brother. Now, after we mediate them through CCI, they are very pleased now. This part of land belongs to another daughter from them, one of their sisters. And the other one there is for another one also. And the upper one there is for another one. Behind that road there, that is for two people, Mr. Yori and Abuang. They are sharing this piece of land together peacefully.
Now, I'm very happy to be here. I want to thank CCI because I know we girls who are not married and the ones who are married, we know our rights now. That we have our own land to hand in our family. My past was hard. I tried the clan members, I tried everyone. I did not get any response nicely. But today, CCI has come to this. Even the land we are sitting in, I have my own land now. And I'm very happy for it.
Apio Stella is also happy for the assistance given to her by Max Ameny, project manager of CCI.
Amita poa men Mike. Amo kwanya ni. Mi chani yate yom tuwara da ni tina ni. Mi ya yom dati amar.
Betty Alobo is no longer concerned about the past problems she used to have. She is now comfortable in her new life.
Para yala para titacha da donga man petie. Kededang.
My family is doing well. My crops are yielding good results. My 4 children are doing well because I am feeding them well and paying their school fees promptly. Widows are having problems because they don't know where to turn to, who to talk to get good advice. This is why I am requesting the CCI, who have certainly helped me to go deep in villages, meet widows and help them.
Grace Ogwang is not a widow. The husband, Mr. Ogwang, is a disabled person.
What CCI has done is to give me ideas. CCI has helped me not to go anyhow looking for ideas on the problems I have. CCI have given me good ideas to handle my issues instead of thinking of going somewhere far like in Lira. So these ideas were advanced to me here in Bar.
In terms of our successes, from September 2015, we had 577 cases that were received. Out of these 577, we had 223 female cases and 354 male cases reported. So you can see that is actually what we handled in 1 year.
I would imagine the kind of support that we've given, just literally. It's a little support, but we've already registered a big impact. I would imagine if everyone would gather to see and also be interested in giving a little input. It may be in terms of your resources, it may be your knowledge, your skills, your participation. And I believe everyone has a stake, has a role to play. Just like CCI has done it, this is just a small beginning. I want to see that every other day, every person will be committed to see a change in the lives of the community. Of course, if you have a peaceful community, a community that does not have conflict, a community that does not grab land from widows, a community that caters and care about orphans, a community that have actually, consideration about what the neighbor is thinking about, what kind of challenge that the neighbor is thinking about, is facing, I think we would have a better community. Together we believe that this can be actually a better way forward of even improving our country, even having a peaceful country, even having a country that everyone actually enjoys.